Parental guidance and user discretion advised. Just like at the ghetto garage. Cut all these pictures out and laminated them. Everywhere I could fit them. What have I been up to? I don't know when, I don't know how, I don't know where. This has been sitting here for a week because I had to buy new leaf springs. And of course, you know, I'm thinking that I'm going to get the U-bolts off by impacting them, and after the first one snaps, I just cut them all off. Screw it, I'm done with the nonsense. So I had to wait a week. So I finally got those in. This is the new norm. That's all gravel. I don't know how the trailer actually held together. We got lucky. It been broke for a minute. This is the only thing that was holding it because it was jammed in between here. Otherwise she would have bottomed out. So I gotta do that today. Get the trailer off the cement pad. Oh, show you what else I've been doing. Oh, Lord have mercy. Still haven't got around to fixing the balance. Now I'm not saying these are all that. Now I'm a professional, I'm the greatest flame person out there. No, I'm not saying that. But I am saying this. If somebody painted flames on my vehicle like that, I'd be pissed. Them are flames, huh? Let's find some more whack jobs. What is that? A wet doodle? I guess they call that California style. I call it panel painting. Right here. What's that? That's crappy. Come on, man. Really? Crappy. What's this big blah right here? Then we got a couple stragglers like noodles. That's, come on. You know, was this a new style? The teardrop drops? No. Come on. What's that? Let's just put a flame right in the middle, cause really? Come on. Give me a break, man. I think I'd be pissed if somebody did a fucking job like that in my vehicle. Psh. This blows me away right here. It's like a hood. Panel painting again, because they don't want to take the chrome off to paint right to the edge, so they panel paint. But hey, whatever. What is that, a fucking color crayon? Because it sure does look like a color crayon to me. That's that. Anyway, enough of the flame hating, huh? Oh, here's another one. That's the. Here, what is that? A C? A backward C? Whatever, man. Anyway, so got that to do today. And they call this treated wood, but it's not that treated to me. It doesn't look that green to me. Compared to, maybe I oil based that, but I guess I have to go back and oil base this too. Still gotta do something here, but This is what I've been, I don't know, last couple days. In glass panels. And they're, I don't know, 62 and 5/8 long. So I have a gap on each side here, that's fine. I had to move, cut that pole off here, move it here to make it centered. Anyway, then I came into a problem here where it ain't like I can move this pole. So you're supposed to be able to see that at the end, that little diamond or whatever. You don't see it there because I had to cut in 4 inches and cut all the way down so to slide that window in to make it fit. This one didn't fit that sweet either, but that part of it's done. I think I got, I don't know, 4 more glass panels I had bought a long time ago. It's nice when you leave your keys outside all night. Really. And this is all else I've been doing. Had a bunch of concrete blocks cut, pieced, whatever, from this, that, and other things. So I made a, I guess, this mosaic sidewalk, something leftover, something rough, something, yeah, because I was just laying around the yard. Bike time is this Friday, and all I have to do is candy my headlight on my V-Rod to ride it, and I probably won't make time because I'm doing stuff in the yard. I open this up every day because the carport is okay, but all carport does is sweat. That's all carport does. Because there's no insulation in it. Commercial brake. Well, I seen a bumper sticker the other day. It said, "Joe in the hole got to go." That was cute. Put dolomite in here. Is that it? Apparently not. Oh, here we go. Dark. Like I said, carport sweat, daytime, nighttime, winter, summer. I'm not insulating because I'm not working in here, so I don't like it sweating. So, you gotta buy another one of these because they, even if you have a little bit of wind, I have to build a 4x4, 2x4 jig on it. Because even when you have very little wind like we have right now, it's still doing its job. Here to let the air flow instead of me coming out here, I have to open it every day. Who's going to put concrete here? And the guy that I have that does concrete for me, we have a little dispute. He thinks one thing, I think another thing, and I think that he's full of fucking bullshit. And I'll be goddamned if fucking somebody's gonna try to stick it up my ass anymore to the day I fucking die, because I'm not doing it. I don't need rent a friend, buy a friend, fuck that. I don't need nobody in my goddamn life. But anyway, dolomite's not the answer. and I'm not going to smooth out concrete by my damn self. So I didn't like it that the moisture, because I don't know if you can tell, but that ground's higher than this. So water, when it rains, water comes this way. So at least this is built up like, I don't know, 3.5 inches, roughly. It's kind of a bitch to get in, but anyway. So I put a patio block there, and I put a patio block underneath the kickstands, because when you move your steering wheel, all it does is just dig into the dolomite. Bager's here, Can-Am's here, my dirt bike's here, my wife's dirt bike's here, my wife's Sporty's there, and that's the V-Rod. And when you build up dolomite so water doesn't, I don't know, come in, put a piece of leftover, I don't know, I think it must be 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches piece of metal all the way across. So now that you build that up, you got to build a little jig. So you put the jig out here to ride your bikes up on here, and the ground, this used to be a horse pasture, so this is kind of soft. So it's kind of, all the, getting the bikes in, not a problem, except for the bagger. The bagger's kind of hairy because it's big. To make this curve, you'd think it'd be easy, but it really isn't that easy. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna end up doing it by myself in September and collect my money from the man that I already paid. But that's okay. If that's the way life's supposed to go, then that's the way life's supposed to go. Well, I need to buy some, I built this, well, I didn't build it, but cardboard, they bring it in and set it up, and the sheet stopped there. So then you have to finish it off if you want to, and finish the ends off. My point being, oh, wood is so fucking high, it's unreal. But so bikes are there, so I normally these are like 5 foot, and I went 8 foot. I spent extra for the 8 foot, so I figure about right there, maybe at least right there. I need to build a loft so I can store lawn furniture, stuff like that, because I believe if I leave the chairs down here, the mice want to eat the hell out of it. So anyway, if I build a blurry from that 2x4 roughly across here and stop, I'll have some kind of loft. It won't be heavy stuff in here, just keep stuff off the ground so the mice can't eat it. And I didn't do this with dolomite because the shingles are still here, so I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Maybe I'll put dolomite in here. I don't know, because like I said, my concrete man, he could suck it while it's soft, because he thinks one thing, and I'll tell you the fucking story. He laid concrete for me for about, let me think. That was back for a shoe shack. That's probably at least 5 years ago. Okay. So it all started that I'm going to do some body work on his truck, and then the day that he gets there, he doesn't want me to do body work on his truck as the cement guy's coming. Really? That's pretty lame dick. Anyway, it's raining again. So I have a 350 Pontiac on the stand that I had built for the Trans Am in probably 1992. That's when I had it totally rebuilt. Okay, because I didn't know nothing about nothing when it comes to building shit. About motors, really. So, he wanted that motor. Okay. I had like $800 tied up into it, but I was never going to use it because I was foolish, didn't know what I was doing. I had Northwestern supply place, whatever, I don't know, automotive place. I told them to put the biggest can they could put in it because I wanted to be lumpy, but I didn't want to buy heads. Well, that created a problem. When you change one thing and don't do another thing. What that created is, the way I understand it, the valves open and close so fast that it doesn't make no vacuum. So if you have power brakes and you need vacuum to operate the power brakes, so I had to buy a little motor just to create vacuum anyway. And it's still, when I took off from park to first it just slammed into gear. So I'm like, I'm done with this. This is like in 1992. I don't know nothing about motors. Anyway, so that motor been sitting there that long. I told that guy that yes, it's rebuilt. It needs to be tore down because the rings are probably rusty. You know, cylinder walls are gonna rust. So before, it's like my vet motor or my blower motor. The vet motor has been built, I don't know, 5 years ago. I'm not going to put it in the car and turn it. I'm not going to. I think that's a stupid fucking move. You're looking for a problem. But anyway, I would take it apart because I think it's worth to take it apart. Anyway, so he starts the motherfucker up and rod bearing spun. He comes over here and says that I need to make it right. I said, hold up. I told you to rebuild it more. He tells me again. I said, really? I said, let me know when it's my turn to fucking talk. So he spews his little bullshit, then he says some other bullshit, and then I said, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna tell you what he said. He said that he had some scaffolding at my house, and then when the carport fell down, that the scaffolding got damaged, and that I needed to replace that. And weeks after that, I gave him $100 to lock him in to do concrete at the Shishak, another set of cement, and the scaffolding was fine. Don't owe him for a scaffolding, which he's just gold digging. Anyway, he told me out in my garage, on my own property, that he never takes money up front. And that didn't happen. I said, excuse me? You're on my property and you're telling me I'm a liar? I said, get the fuck out of here. Then he looks at me and says, this is how you want to leave it? I said, oh yes, this is how I fucking want to leave it. Because I said, did you forget when you did plumbing in my house on 1441 Kingsley, that blue purple shit that you put on the fucking pipe, that your fucking crony that was working with you, that you're responsible for, got it all over the linoleum, and there's nothing known to man to get that fucking shit off the linoleum. So I had to buy rugs for it because I didn't want to place linoleum. So this cocksucker thinks I owe him? Yeah, fuck that. Fuck people like that. Let him come over here. He better not ever show up. But anyway, I'm in a good mood. Piece of property, piece of oneself, piece on earth, rest in peace, bigger piece of pie, piece of sex, piece of pasta, piece of pussy, piece of corn dog, piece of pizza. And when the big dogs get all done eating, eating pubs like me, eat sometimes. Sometimes it's not always fucking good, man. Not always good. But you gotta just push through. You know, it's a shame this truck has been sitting for. This August will be 2 summers. This truck has been setting. And the parts are roughed in. They were damaged. And do I have time? Sure. If I take time away from the house, I mean, I could choose what I want to do. Kind of pitiful. But I surely won't run it down the road without a balance on it, because that's new. This is like rolling rust in the summertime. It got damaged there, it got damaged there, and actually I got it replaced. Oh, what sucks is I learned this garage is 11.2, and I got this much more to go. I used to be able to walk underneath it, but I can't because that ceiling is really close. Actually, I can bring it up a little bit higher, but then it's not locked into the safety latch, and all the pressure's on the what do you call it? Not strut, hydraulic. This thing right here, all the pressure's on that. You don't want the pressure on that. You want it to be locked in, one of those. But anyway, so if I bring it up a little bit higher, to almost touches about 2 centimeters away from the ceiling, it still needs to go up to lock to the next position. Anyway, my point being, so I had to drop it down. That first day that I did this, I ran into this full speed because I'm used to walking underneath it. I seen it, but I didn't have to see it. I slammed my head 3 times, and that's why I got this little red matador, fucking, hey, duck. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Enjoy your evening.